Hey guys, here we have an 8 fight war today with Doom, White Max, and Corvus. So first up we have this Moleman, Path 5, Section 1, similar strategy to the Path 5, Section 2 ones. We want to get him to Frenzy, throw a heavy, throw the L3, use a power booster to end the fight extremely quickly. Always have these Mystic power boosts overflowing because I buy them every time they come up, so yeah, very easy fight, and yeah. Now for this Nick Fury with white mags. The basic strat for Nick Fury with white mags on this node is during first phase, you want to get it set up so you have your cruelty for a decent duration in the second phase, because using this cruelty combined with mutant power boosters will let you will let you cheese the second phase. And yeah, it's pretty nice interaction with mutant power boosts, as we'll see later. But during the first phase, there is a lot of him throwing with heavy hitter and everything, because I was just trying to reparry and take it slow. But he kept fucking throwing those heavies. Doesn't really matter, but happens way more than it should. And now we're set up to bait this special 2, throw our special 2, get some power back, and get ready to end the fight here. So this special 2 gives a bunch of power back, even with barely any prowess, and the protection it still did a bunch of good damage. And now we had a bunch of prowess there, so the fight's just over. Now for a Phoenix, it's just a Phoenix on Power Alternator. We want to try and stagger her regen, but it's a pretty simple fight and nothing really matters here. Very easy to avoid messing it up. As long as you know how to Doom versus Power Alternator, you're going to be fine here. Here we have got a Mixmaster Korg. We want to use the White Max pre-fight to let us do light, medium, combos for Mixmaster purposes. Sometimes the first light will whiff, but you'll have enough time that if the first light does end up whiffing, it's not a huge deal. And yeah, using Mystic Power Boosters, the idea is to try and get Furies and try and get 2 Furies up, ideally. But if you don't get proper AI cooperation and everything for 2 Furies, what you can go ahead and do is just fire off an L2 and make sure it's not during rock stacks and none of the incinerates get shrugged. And that's the main strategy here. And for this Aegon, we still have the Mystic Power Boosters on from earlier, so this is going to be a cheese fight with Mystic Power Boosters and MD. We're going to immediately get that stagger up to turn off that nullify immunity. I mean, not turn it off, but pause it for a little bit, and we want to try and pause that as much as possible. Every time you nullify, it'll be paused, and it's very easy to nullify against Aegon, of course. Sometimes we do get horrible AI, like right here, but it is still fine, because then we get our L3 off, and you'll see what happens after this L3, where we just cheese it and we're immediately back to another L3. And yeah, very, very easy fight with Doom. For this fight, we made sure to only turn on the bleed half of the suicide since there is a heal block here. And during this fight, Rich Get Richer will give me a bunch of power, and the main thing I want to do is just get her to evade off of that L1. And once we do that, we're set for the fight, and Rich Get Richer will give me a lot of power, so it's just a bunch of L2s, even without power boosts or anything here. Corvus is definitely a great counter to this fight with Rich Get Richer. Almost, A lot of placements on Rich Get Richer can definitely be cheesed by Corvus, like Storm Pyramid X and all sorts of stuff here. So just in general, good counter to the node and very good for Black Widow, of course. You see we get that evade charge. And yeah, Rich Get Richer just feeding me so much power. Fight's over. And now for this 49 Penny Parker. We're boosting up big for all of this with Corvus. And yeah. So Penny Parker, we do want to get to our L2. And then after we're at our L2, the fight's basically over. Taking blocked hits, getting hits in, basically everything will get you to your L2 here. We actually tanked this hit, but I'm not even sure if this mattered. Because one, it's never going to kill me with the Odin Protect pre-fights. And two, it gives me some extra power to get to that L2 faster. So my L2 did push me to an L3. L3 will do decent damage and should get me back to a special 1. And then we're going to just beta heavy after this and throw our L1. And that would kill her. Even if she auto-blocked it, it would kill into the block. And yeah, we're good. And, you know, if it didn't kill, we could back out because Corvus has the ability to back out after throwing an L1 into the block. And yeah, now for this Terrax boss. For this Terrax boss, same strategy as always. We've got Reed pre-fights, we've got Odin pre-fights. The main thing to watch out for is eating a guaranteed crit heavy. But even that isn't much of a concern because we have Odin pre-fights to make it so, you know, while you would normally die from eating one of those rock fueled guaranteed crit heavies, we won't here. And now we're going to do 2 combos, or a shortened combo back off to make it so Terrax never gets a chance to throw a special and enter rock field again. And then this will also give me the power to get to a second special too. And yeah, nice clean 8-fight war.